In the American music landscape, the powerful presence of Samoan talent is beginning to seize the forefront, and one young performer, Misailegalu, is clearly leading the way in this direction. During his audition for the 23rd season of American Idol, he not only enthralled the judges, but he also provided the globe with a glimpse of his remarkable vocal abilities and undeniable potential. It turned out that his performance of A Song for You was a pivotal point in his journey, and it was the ideal platform for him to demonstrate his Samoan heritage, his heart, and his passion for music. There were many people who were unfamiliar with Misailegalu when he first appeared on the American Idol stage. He was a youthful and humble artist with a voice that seemed to transcend both time and place. His connection to his culture, his passion to his art, and his raw emotion were all poured into the performance that was going to transform his life for the rest of his life. It was not just another audition. It was a defining moment where his aspirations were coming to life, and the judges, along with millions of viewers, were about to experience something truly extraordinary. As the audition began, viewers were able to perceive the sincerity and intensity of Isaiah's emotions. This was not just another audition. A Song for You and its powerful effects. Isaiah made the decision to perform A Song for You, a song that was initially composed by Leon Russell in 1970 and became renowned due to the efforts of a multitude of musicians, including the legendary Donny Hathaway. Isaiah was able to express his thoughts and feelings through the song's heartfelt melody and lyrics, which provide a platform for a vocalist to showcase their talents. The very first note made it abundantly evident that Isaiah possessed the kind of voice that had the ability to simultaneously warm the heart and send chills down the spine. However, the sheer sincerity of his performance was what truly distinguished him from the rest of the performers. His control, his range, and his emotional delivery were all on full display. It wasn't a random choice to perform this timeless melody, it was deliberate. The song, A Song for You, is a song that speaks about love, vulnerability, and heartbreak. These are topics that have a profound impact on Isaiah, a young guy who is aware of what it is to put one's heart into something. It was a breath of fresh air to hear someone take on a piece of music that was about depth and authenticity in this day and age, when pop and popular music frequently dominate the airways. His voice is filled with the kind of feeling that can only come from someone who has lived their life with passion and depth. Isaiah's voice is loaded with emotion. The fact that he was able to include his own personal tale into this song ended up making it something that was truly his. What it takes to get to the stage. The path that led Isaiah to the stage of American Idol was challenging to say the least. Not only does he carry his own personal goals, but he also carries the dreams of his family and the community he represents. He comes from a Samoan heritage. Isaiah was not unfamiliar with the curative power of music because he was raised in a society that places a strong emphasis on the importance of family, tradition, and music. Since the beginning of his musical career, his parents and other family, many of whom have a strong interest in music, have been a source of motivation and encouragement. Music was a significant component of his upbringing, and it was during the peaceful get-togethers of his family that Isaiah first became aware of his inherent musical ability. On the other hand, Isaiah, like many other ambitious artists, encountered his fair share of difficulties. Even though it was obvious that Isaiah has skill, he had to do more effort in order to make his voice heard in a world that frequently ignores youthful brilliance that comes from minority populations. His audition for American Idol was more than just an opportunity to demonstrate his abilities. It was also a chance to represent his Samoan heritage, which he accomplished with a great deal of pride. He was aware of the duty that came with being a role model for young people who came from similar situations and who may also have dreams of pursuing a career in music. Isaiah was aware of this burden. Isaiah was able to maintain his sense of proportion and modesty in the face of such a tremendous opportunity was one of the things that made his audition even more compelling. In spite of the strain, he oozed confidence, not in an arrogant manner, but rather in a quiet, assured manner that was the result of years of hard work, practice, and a profound belief in himself. It was obvious that his family had a significant impact on his decision to pursue a career in music, and his Samoan heritage was the subject of his thoughts at all times. Indeed, Isaiah freely acknowledges that his heritage serves as a source of inspiration for his musical and artistic endeavors. This pride in his heritage is shown not just in his voice, but also in the manner in which he handles himself as an artist. He takes great pride in his heritage. The responses of the judges. The judges were visibly moved by Isaiah's rendition of A Song for You, which he performed with his whole heart and soul. The ability that Isaiah possesses was so impressive that Lionel Richie, who is recognized for his work with some of the most soulful voices in the music industry, could not control his adoration for him. Lionel acknowledged the tremendous talent that Isaiah had brought to the stage by saying, "That's the voice I've been waiting for," referring to the fact that Isaiah performed. Katy Perry, who is known for being an encouraging and enthusiastic judge, lauded Isaiah for his genuineness and mentioned that it was unusual to see such authenticity at this point in the competition. And Luke Bryan, who has a good sense of recognizing talent from all genres, provided words of encouragement and admiration to Isaiah, recognizing that Isaiah has the ability to go far in the competition. Not only did the judges express their admiration for Isaiah's singing skills, but they also acknowledged his presence and artistry, which contributed to the strength of their reactions. In addition to the technical execution of the song, they were able to recognize the emotional depth that Isaiah brought to the performance. Isaiah made it abundantly evident that he was more than simply a good voice. He was an artist with a story to tell. This is something that is typically difficult to portray in an audition, especially when there is such a huge diversity of talent competing for a seat in the competition. Significance of culture and representation of diversity. The success that Isaiah has had on American Idol is not just a testament to his own personal skill. It also serves to show the increasing significance of representation in the entertainment industry. Isaiah, a young Samoan artist, is a member of a movement that aims to emphasize the Pacific Islander population, which has traditionally been underrepresented in mainstream media. This movement's goal is to bring more attention to the Pacific Islander community. Not only does his achievement on such a wide scale bring notice to his tremendous skill, but it also sends a message to any other young people of Samoan and Pacific Islander origin that their voices are important and that their aspirations are valid. His performance was also a reflection of the distinctive sound and traditions of Samoan culture, which is well known for its extensive oral storytelling, powerful harmonies, and profound commitment to community. His performance was a reflection of these factors. The fact that Isaiah's voice is indisputably his own is obvious, but it also brings with it echoes of his heritage, which makes the significance of his journey even more apparent. Isaiah's participation in American Idol is a message that the world is willing to listen to the experiences of Samoan communities and other communities that come from marginalized backgrounds, and that the world is ready to acknowledge may have a bright future, according to the future. His participation in the audition for American Idol signaled the beginning of a new phase in his life. Isaiah Misailegalu won the competition. Even though he may still be at the beginning of his adventure, it is abundantly evident that the path that lies ahead of him is replete with opportunities. Because of his voice, his genuineness, and the connection he has to his background, he stands out among the other contestants, and it will be intriguing to watch how far he can go in the competition. Isaiah has already demonstrated that he possesses the heart, the talent, and the enthusiasm to get far not only in American Idol, but also in the music industry as a whole. This is something that can be said with absolute certainty. His story is one of tenacity, talent, and pride in his background, and it is certain to motivate a new generation of artists to follow in his footsteps. His story is sure to inspire an entire generation. While the globe continues to watch his path unfold, it is impossible not to feel excited about the potential that Samoan talent will have in the future in the music industry around the world.